Hey, Luke.
Good afternoon.
How's you doing?
Smiling and dialing.
Are you?
Yourself? Are you automating? You automate everything right now?
No, for me, it's a lot of just warm intros. Like, I don't know if you saw, I had a great post last week. On Friday, I went out with this coffee with the CEO of this big logistics company, and I'll actually show you because I think it's pretty cool. Let's pull it up. Hey, Jason.
Dom.
How are you?
Is it all right if I join this?
Oh, what the hell? Yeah, dude. I'm like, Jason M. Yeah.
Hi, Jason.
You're going to learn a lot from this.
Thought so. Luke A, good to meet you, sir.
Hey, this is BD for anything and everything, right? So it's no different than what you guys do. But I want to just show you this real quick, Luke. So look at my can you see my screen?
Yes. Oh yeah, I saw that one.
So look at this though. Look, out of those 260 people, a lot of executives have connected and reached out to me.
Oh, really?
But watch what's even better than that. On their page, look at this.
They posted it?
They posted it, 104,000 followers.
No wonder your inbox blew up.
Oh, nonstop.
Well, good for you.
Connection request and this and that. It's good. John, how are you? Joe? I know that the other event's going on today.
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing, Dominic?
Great. Let me remove some of these note takers.
Camera on here.
So people will trickle in and out. Because we also have Ben Mina's event going on today. But I want to show John, Joe, are you guys, Luke, are you familiar? Jason, are any of you guys familiar with Clay at all?
No,
I'm learning it.
I mean, I've heard you guys, you've talked about it, but I haven't done anything.
Okay. David, you're familiar with Clay, right?
Yeah, it's great for automation. What you can do with it, with even a basic spreadsheet, is pretty impressive. There is a learning curve to it. There's a few other competitors of Clay. There's Make. There's another one. I can't remember the name of it now. But they all do a lot of like repetitive tasks. So let's say that you're doing prospecting, right, or research to do your BD. You can put your criteria in, do a Google search or search for small medium businesses in supply chain. I just said that because that's what Dom does. In Detroit, right? And it'll basically pull up your list of companies, and then you can use a scraper. I'm describing what you would do manually. You use a scraper, scrape that down, put it into a spreadsheet, and then, instead of you having to use tools to enrich the data and fill out contact information and websites and stuff like that, you can have Clay set up to automatically do it. Basically, the way it works is you just set it up, and it records like the steps you take, and then you can have it automatically do that. So you make like a formula, and whenever you're doing like web scraping for business development, it'll automatically, you basically say, here's a spreadsheet, here's the search, go. And it basically does it all for you. It starts with the search, scrapes it down, puts it in the spreadsheet, and does all the steps that you would do.
It can get complex. Like what I'm about to show you guys, this is a very complex tape, not very complex, but you have to know what you're doing on Clay tables. So what we did here is for one of my logistics clients, they want us to help on their BD, right? So we're setting up all their outbound, we're setting up their rev ops, go to market and all that. But what we're doing here is we pulled every company that has a Shopify account, right? And what we did is we put them by industry, pulled in their annual revenue, description about what they do. Then from there, we do an analysis on the company, put them by vertical, then we send them to this next table to qualify them. And then from here, obviously you can see what's going on here: domain, website, annual revenue, short description. Then we'll bring in our agent right here, which is, let me move this over here. So this could get expensive if you don't use the right models. So this is the prompt, context, instructions. And then that just brings it to the next phase over here. So now we're looking for the people at those companies that we just qualified. Now here's the people. Now we're looking for certain titles, right? So then we'll bring in our API to analyze those, create a persona for them. So now when we're talking about messaging, we have that messaging dialed into their pain points, and we'll create the agent for that, which you'll see on the next one. So we then send them to this next table to qualify them even further. And then from here, we'll nail their persona down. And then we're looking for their work email right there. And this is just waterfall enrichment to get it, right? And then I verify it using Million Verifier. I have an API for that, API for bounce span. And then once we verify it, we'll bring them over here. Oh, what happened? 1 second. Then we'll bring them over here. And this is where it starts to get complex. So that's that JSON file I was telling you about. So this is custom. So now we can start customizing the messaging based on signals and intent triggers in the market that we're scraping via APIs. Like for an example, if a company pulls a new permit for a warehouse, right? We can get to that, number one, as a recruiting firm to fill jobs for them, but also for these companies, like they want to know, hey, to Razor Logistics, who's opening up warehouses where. They also own a whole network of them, right? Then here's we use Claude Anthropic for the email agent. I don't want to go down because my API key will show. And then we add them to a campaign right from here to Smartlead. Now you can use Smartlead instantly, whatever you want. And then on this one, we're just going after the higher end personas, head of supply chains, directors, VPs. So that's how we're doing that. That's a pretty complex table. Go here. Like for this one, I think I've showed this before, but one of my clients oversees a portfolio of 75 companies. One of their companies, Jason, you know them. This is Steve. So they have a company that sells racking to the warehouses, right? So what we did, he wanted the top 20 tier 1 and OEMs, automotive companies that have facilities here directly in Metro Detroit. So what we did is we pulled all those top 20 companies. And then pulled other locations that are located in Metro Detroit. Then those are OEMs. And then right here, we started to filter them out by the people at those companies. It's like you could start, if you don't know how to use this, start playing around with it because it's very powerful. But then you can do a lot more from here. But they didn't want me to launch campaigns from here, but I could. I can go get their contact information. They just wanted to know which companies and who are the decision makers that they can reach out to. So we'll send them that list. So you can charge for that. or you can just do it to provide value to get into a new client. And then you can set up something like this, which many people use different tools here, but I use Dripify just to stay safe. So for this campaign, I ran 259 leads, 107 accepted, 92 responded. And then this is the campaign that's running in the background. So while you got all this going, you're also reaching out to them, posting content. So don't think that once you set all this up, it's just an automatic sales tool. You still got to do all the work on top of it. But if you're going to get a new CRO or a CRO, sorry, I was just talking, CTO, this is an amazing CRM. Try the free version. You can use it for recruiting too, but it's freaking amazing. Even if you work at a company, you can put it on. It will pull in all your emails, all your contacts, everything within a second.
Hey, Dom, have you built this any workflows out on Attio yet?
Have I?
Yeah.
We're building them right now as we speak. Rich, this is what I wanted to show you. Actually, I was going to text you right after this. One of them that I built out. I think we could use this for recruiting.
You totally could. You totally could. Because that's, I mean, I was telling someone else, I mean, if I'm building an ATS, I'm building it on Attio, no doubt, every day.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
What does Natio do, Coach?
What's that?
What does Natio do?
Attio, that's what Tom was just showing. It's basically a modern Salesforce, you know, but
It's a CRM that you can integrate with AI and all the other automation.
it's already built into it. Yeah. I mean,
David,
Google, Attio. Okay.
Google Ventures just backed them 52 mil. So, yeah, they're going to be the latest and greatest by far.
Yeah, their deal, and it's like their big competitors on one called Creatio, which is kind of a douchey company. But they're similar, but not nearly as good, but twice the attitude. So
Rich, real quick, when you talked about the Salesforce, I've had about 10 years experience being an admin with Salesforce, and that stuff, that like emails, that's always in there. You know what I'm saying? It has bidirectional integration with emails. It's got plugins for like DocuSign. You just add that, go to the market, you know, and just add that in. So there's a lot of capabilities that's easy coming out of Salesforce. But if you're building it, I was just curious because Salesforce is really good from a sourcing tool. From like if you have clients or something like by zip codes, it's huge, you know. And I don't know if they did the geo mapping yet on that or not, but
most of these ATSs have that anyway. You know, like I mean, even the cheapest ATS has most of what you just said. So that's pretty easy. Attio totally. I have not tried an Attio, and I'd be shocked if it couldn't do it. I'm shocked, quite frankly. You know, everything's there. Like Dom was saying, you load it in, and poof, you get your stuff. All your whole email account is sucked in there, and it builds profiles for everyone, much like Atlas was trying to do. And then it's just a better looking product and an easier product. And what it's going with all these, you can build all your workflows out. So it's just a drag and drop. Like everything's just an API connection essentially now. I mean, easier said than done, but Attio's got a ton of marketplace stuff you can dump in there too.
Well, you hit that nail on the head, Rich, when you said that the it updates profiles. That's one thing Salesforce does not do. It's stagnant. You have to physically, and the reason why they want that is they don't want to have garbage going in.
Yeah,
and someone updates a profile and it's not right or anything like that. They want their data to be integrity.
Yeah, hang on. Don't misunderstand what I said. It will update. It will pull everything in from your Gmail or Outlook and build all those profiles. You can set it on. I think with workflows you can set it so it updates it. It will cost you credits and stuff like that, but there's like Recruiter Flow and others, they'll do that. They'll keep your database up and running. Like they'll keep you updated. Crelate's coming out with their overpriced version of that that will update your database with this living resume thing all the time. So all that's coming. I mean, and these ATSs or these CRMs like an Attio, or you could use an Airtable like this. It can all be done. It just costs.
This is inside of Attio right
here.
Yeah. Just have it. I usually you see it when I have it black. I have it for some reason on my laptop. I don't
Yeah.
have it blacked out. But check this out. We're creating our own WikiLeaks page for our own internal stuff here because we got so much going on with APIs, and here's the flow details on certain projects. So when we bring in somebody new, here's how you're going to run it, play by play.
Dom, do you have a guy that knows Attio, or is this guy just learning, one of your guys learning on the fly?
I is expert.
You went to the thing and hired one of the guys?
Oh, Di, he's the expert. Di already knows it inside and out.
Oh, he knows Attio.
What he does. Oh yeah.
Oh, I may have to talk then, because if he can build out some good workflows for me for the recruiting thing, that'd be better than the Clay thing. So,
Well, like
Clay, I think is going to become obsolete at some point. It was there beforehand. I would explore newer tech. It'll probably be cheaper, more cost effective because Clay isn't cheap.
there's already cheaper versions of it, Jira and a bunch of others. Jiva, I think it's called.
There's another site that I was told about that you might want to take a look at for like prospecting that you might be able to integrate. I don't know if this does what you do, but it's basically xsplee.com.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was recommended to me by someone that is very on top of the latest and greatest. So
Yeah, I tried them, and they're like all the other, if I remember right, I could be wrong because I've looked at so many. They're like every other vibe coding site kind of thing out there. You know, you could throw it in, it would build up these little programs for you to go search people and things like that. If I remember right, I've looked at so many of these things.
yeah.
You know.
Jason, so you're on the call here. He's not a recruiter. He's in the supply chain tech space. What are you seeing on your end? What are you guys using internally as a company, as a tech company for BD? Nothing, right?
I mean, mostly ZoomInfo, Salesforce, so it could be better. I'm trying to bring some ideas to the table, but as far as automation, yeah, ZoomInfo, Salesforce.
Okay.
But I think LinkedIn, personal connections, events, shaking hands are going to be more effective as far as sales.
100%.
Like Jason even flew out to Michigan for one of the golf outings I had here for Council Supply Chain Management. For one good contact, right? Like that one good contact could be good for him down the road.
Right.
You know.
There was an event, a CSCP event last night, a local roundtable, and it was an account I've been going after for a while, but I didn't have the right connection, or the right contacts, and the right contact director of operations was there. So I talked to him for like 30 minutes. So you just never know, who you're going to meet.
Never know. That's why I go to as many events as possible, especially to supply chain and supply chain logistics, supply chain tech, whatever.
So can I make a comment about Clay through the eyes of an older guy? So I went through DSP's 3-day training on Clay, and it was, absolutely filled with tons of information. The challenge that I had, and I'm going to have to assume from other conversations I've had with other recruiters, is that sometimes people who are doing this training, their cursors are moving far too fast and you just can't follow it. And I just think there's an opportunity to train up a bunch of recruiters on how to use this, but go slow. We tell ChatGPT, talk to people like a 5th grader, talk to people about Clay like a 5th grader.
Yeah, no, I agree, Joe. People asked me to do it before. I just don't have the time for that right now. It's not like how much is a recruiter going to pay me versus me making a direct placement at 45,000 plus,
Agreed.
That's
So have Rich do it.
There you go.
me and Rich can't even stay focused on call.
No, dude.
He's like, check this out. I'm like, no, check this out. He's like, That's the problem. Is all these new shiny tools, they're great. So what I did, and this could probably help a lot of you, is once you know your workflow and you have a workflow, let me share this because I think this will help some of you.
I just saw your text from earlier. You like that parse. I like mini RPA.
Oh, parse actually sucks. I thought it was going to be good.
Did you check the Jack and Jill one out I sent? This is the problem. If there's a lull, there's a new tool that comes up.
So this is what I created a project inside of my ChatGPT with my instructions that knows my current workflow, right? What tools I use, whatever. I can send this to you guys and you can change it up to whatever you want. But anytime I come across a new tool or Rich sends me or Tom sends me or any tech person sends me, I'll throw it in here and say, how can I use it right now to optimize my workflow or whatever it may be. Yeah, Perspot. And then also too, I can remember like, oh, what was I looking at last week that I completely forgot about?
I know. I built the list for Pinnacle for my whole tech talk, and I got through about 4 of them. There's like
Yeah,
1,000 of them.
I actually started doing this, and I showed a guy this morning, and Tom showed me this a long time ago, but I forgot about it. Start.me.
I told you this is what I was saving mine all on because
know.
it's a great freebie.
It is. So I got all my banking here, any news, data sources, API keys, LLMs, recruiting
See,
tools.
Sadly, you're more organized than me. My start me is a mess. You can share these start me pages too. You know.
Can you?
Yeah, you can just share the whole page with someone at the top in the top right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dean DaCosta uses these for all his myriad of tools. He's got like 12 of them.
Mm-hmm.
If you want someone that has a lot of tools, if you don't know this name, Dean DaCosta.
Yeah, no, Dean's great. He's like the granddaddy of the tools.
Well, he's a
he knows a lot
yeah.
too.
What was that?
Dean knows a lot too.
Oh yeah, Dean's got. If you go to like Dean DaCosta's page, he has got every tool ever invented. You know,
Google SSAR pages.
yeah,
SSAR.
yeah.
So the other question I have related to Clay is, with more and more people using it and a lot of people just, flooding whatever vertical market you're going after with similar types of messaging, is it too late to go down the path of actually using Clay, or should I be focusing on something else?
Clay's great for what I'm doing for multiple different things, right? But like, what do you use right now? LinkedIn Recruiter?
Yeah, I have offshore researcher, offshore telemarketer. They have access through their company to Zoom, LinkedIn Recruiter, pretty much, Apollo, anything.
Okay. How's that working out?
Not great.
I've tried them before. It never worked out for me, but I don't think people use this enough, LinkedIn Talent Insights, because you can do a lot of damage on hair alone. Let's give me a company that you want to look into.
Let's say it came up last week, DPR Construction.
DPR construction. So we can get a quick overview of their, look, 506 jobs, 6% attrition rate. So like when you're going into them, you can do a BD call, and you can, let's say you're going to a function, like I do sales, right? So let's say you're going to engineering, you hit apply, you call, be like, hey, I know you guys have a great attrition rate of 9%. You have 137 job openings right now. And you can see where they're winning and losing their talent. And if you have a LinkedIn Recruiter Pro seat, you could say, all right, well, why did 3 people just recently leave to Swinnerton? Now you need what, 2-3 project managers? Like that's the kind of information that you know. And they're like, how do you know that?
Yeah, unfortunately, they're the ones that have access to the system through their employer. I don't have access to this.
No.
I've never even known this existed.
So look, I can go here, project engineers they have. Here's 506. Boom, pull them up quickly. This is what I do. Scan. All right, who's got the work history I'm looking for? Boom. So I don't even need a VA to do that. Like we just fly through it. And then you can go build your own talent pool if you want. Give me a title you're looking for.
Let's just say project manager.
Everyone. Location.
Virginia.
I should put construction on. So even too, when you're talking about business development, if you're talking about Virginia, a company in Virginia, you know, there's under the project manager title, you can put senior project manager or whatever. You have 9,831 in the talent pool. There's 404 job posts currently active on LinkedIn. Then you can pull in all the other, you know, you can come to them with a lot of data. Who's employing the talent? 269 on hit contracting. You can see everything right here.
Why people lay upward for this part?
Companies. This is what.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
what
what
notes is doing too.
It's
Bro,
on the interview setting.
that you don't get with
I don't usually use
sales
it.
tab and everything else.
What's this?
So I can click right here, boom, all 269 right here.
When I'm going back again. It's okay.
Yep.
And also too, it's like, all right, I got a good project manager that is at for AECOM looking to make a move, wants to go to hit 12 openings right here. You know, like, so this alone,
That's a
See-
whole different world than what I've worked in.
the world. This is
That
so
info.
right. So like, yeah, if you had this, do you need play tables? Maybe not, but like I'm using it for certain things that I definitely need it. But
Interesting.
Talent Insights is highly worth. Don, are you on? Are you on here?
Yes, I'm here.
So yeah, Don just started with us here at Lazio. He came from ADP, what, 15 plus years.
Mhm.
Ran the
Hey,
sales.
everyone.
Like,
And she's
Hello.
even a lot of, we know this already, but internal companies, big companies, they don't know any of these tools. She's like, this
Nope.
is all.
No,
are
this
so
first
far
week
behind.
has been an eye opener. The number of tools that Dom has introduced me to.
I'm going slow. I'm going slow because
I'm like
Yeah.
overwhelmed. I'm like, oh my God.
I accidentally put her on a call with Tom, and then he just freaking.
Oh my God.
Don't do that. Don't do that on a good day.
Yeah. So that was but yeah, David works internal too. He knows, but he knows David's actually, Don, if you ever get with David, he's one of the best at sourcing.
Okay,
But-
awesome.
He knows all the tricks.
Not all, but many.
I
The
like
moment you-
that.
The
I'm
moment you say
always,
all, the moment you realize you don't.
I like new tricks.
I used
What was
to work-
that?
I used to work in IT and I used to be a hacker back in the day. So I know how to do things differently than other people do. But a lot of the tools now make it so easy that you don't even have to do most of that stuff. The only other thing I would tell you is learn about OSINT, OSINT.
What is that?
SINT.
T, open source intelligence techniques. It's basically what the what hackers use with law enforcement, what skip trace is. It's basically leveraging the open web to basically track people down. Everything that's done, every post that's made, every website you go to or update, it's all timestamped and there's metadata on it. And people like Dean DaCosta have the skills to actually. I know people that are in sourcing that have used their knowledge to help solve crimes. And Dean DaCosta does this on his own. He's
Dave,
tracked
I apologize for cutting you off, but what was that open source? What was it?
open source intelligence techniques, OSINT, like this.
Yeah. Put it in the chat.
So is it kind of like an X-ray search? Is that kind of like that?
It's way more. It's a framework. It's you can actually take classes
There's a
on
whole
it.
book on it.
Yeah, look up what is it?
Well, there's a
OSINT.
butter, there's Spiderfoot. I just put all these different tools to do it.
Intelligence.
OSINT framework,
Yes.
Intel Owl.
Yeah, look up these. There's a lot of information on it. But the more you get into this, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. So if you don't have time or that's not how your mind works, maybe focus on what Dom's doing.
Look at this, David. I just put this in here. How can I use this for recruiting?
Oh, brilliant. If you want to, Dean DaCosta has a website or a tool he created that kind of leverages a lot of it. It's called the Search Authority.
I've
And
seen that.
it's free to use, but where all his tools he puts in, He has different tiers of it, and it's a nominal cost to use it, but it's basically his website and it has it all there. You can leverage it all.
Hey, Dom, I got to hop. I got to call with Francois, actually.
Don't hop, Rich. Walk.
What hop? Yeah, got to hop.
It's not a stock hop, and you don't have stocks on, so.
Yeah, I got to go. I got Francois at 12:30. So,
Too much. Dave,
How about-
David,
Yes.
so on here, like a lot of this stuff I'm already doing. Is there anything
Yeah.
else?
Well,
Right.
there's different layers of it, but yeah, you're doing it, some of it with the tools. So the tools are automating some of this, but before you'd have to do this all manually. So a lot of this, it even mentions Attio. So
If you already use NAN, Clay, and Attio, you can auto OSINT checks. Yeah, API calls. Yeah, we do that. We already do most. I didn't even realize I was probably already doing some of this.
yep.
Yeah, people, companies, signals. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm
Wow.
doing.
Yeah, the first sentence when I put it in ChatGPT is one of the best skill sets a source or recruiter can add.
Yes.
There you go.
100%.
So
But most people don't know what it is when you say OSINT.
Yeah,
Unless-
I had no idea.
So
I'll definitely check it out.
now you have the proper verbiage.
yeah, I guess I never knew that verbiage, but
There's another one that's a derivative of it. It's SOCMINT, social media intelligence.
SOCMINT,
Yeah.
SOC on the chat. Yeah, I learn something new every day. I love it. I'm going to create a new chain for this one. What does it stand for though?
Social media intelligence.
Oh, check out define if there's signal versus noise. Yeah, we are literally doing all this.
Yep, a lot of it.
Yeah, this is, check this out. Have you seen this one yet? This is very new.
What is it called?
Reactin.io. I'll put it in the chat. You can spy on you can throw it in ChatGPT and say, hey, how can I use this for what I'm doing? But you can spy on competitors' pages. You can pull their likes, whatever, anything. Turn leads into searches, turn searches into leads, lead magnets.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Scary.
Yeah, if you go down here. So it's 29 bucks a month. They wanted to do a sponsored ad with me. So they gave me a free seat, but I don't know. I haven't played around with it enough to say if it's good or not, but I'm sure you can find a way to use it. That's who actually Rich was jumping on a call with because I introduced him to him.
Oh, nice.
Let's see this.
So like, what are you gaining from it, Dom? Like, just out of curiosity with a tool like that.
Reactin, I'm using that for the clients that I'm setting up, like Razor, the logistics companies that were setting up their go-to-market RevOps, spy on other profiles, pull in, like out here, I'll show you an example. Let me find it. Like I'm looking at permits right now, like for companies. This is totally different, but so I found something called Shovels.ai because the CEO is like, how are you getting all this data and how are you pulling it all? I'm like, well, it's not just one source, right? You're taking in multiple sources, packaging it together, setting up, signals, intent triggers, all that. This is Shovels. So what I could do with this for logistics companies, and Jay, if you're on, you can use this. If anyone, get to them first. If anyone pulls a permit for a, let's say a warehouse, you can get that data and start reaching out to them before anyone even knows they're opening a warehouse.
Wow.
So
Those shovels.
yeah, let me see where I had it. Yeah, so we had, Don, have you met Brad yet?
I don't think so.
So he's building in these custom APIs and scrapers for, news events that happen. We're looking for like corporate relocations, downsizing, decommissioning projects, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because this company, they need help on their leads, so we're just setting it up for them. Then we can score the leads, and then once we feel like it's a good lead, we'll put it in their Attio. Here you go.
Hey, Dom, are you doing any kind of automation for business development? Like once you set up your systems, you got your prospects, like automating it to get like calls, to automate like outreach and whatnot, and then get people to schedule calls with whoever your person is, if not you?
Yeah, well, it's going, so like I'm doing it for these companies. So they'll have their Calendly link in there, and then, these are titles that they want to reach out to. So they're like decision maker to decision maker, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I want to show you, this will probably answer your question better. Let me see what I did with it. Save the downloads. Let me see if I can save this. That didn't save. Let me have to stop sharing and try again. 1 second. Anyways, what's working for you, Tim?
Oh man, I've been out of pocket. I've had some health issues with my parents. My mom's in a nursing home. My dad's treating for cancer, so it's all hitting all up directions. So just get back into it actually. So I got some time now. So what's working? Honestly, I'm calling everybody I know. I got a job order just by reaching out to a friend that used to work for another company. So that's kind of, just getting back into it, I guess, more than anything. So it's pretty exciting from that standpoint. It's easy calls.
Yeah, people you know. Always start there. Warm intro, nothing better. How about you, Joe?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Just what's working for you right now on the BD side? Any luck, any tools you're using?
I've been doing some more dub videos to people that I've already connected with, and I haven't been going after people that I immediately connect with, and I feel that that's helping me generate some more conversations for sure. I keep it less than 40 seconds. It is relationship oriented. There is no firm call to action. It's, basically end with, hey, if this resonates with you, love to talk. If not, catch you in the future. Have a great day. And people are being more responsive lately, I've seen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. How about you, Jay? I know you're what's working for you, because you're going after companies directly too.
Yeah, I mean, cold stuff is pretty tough. So if there's any kind of warm connection, if it's through a friend, through like yourself, or just because you know of someone, or like locally here, because now I've got more opportunity in supply chain locally. Like I met a food manufacturer a couple of days ago, walked the facility, so like pretty good opportunity. It's just because, hey, I'm local, and that warm connection helps. So anything like that, if there's any kind of common ground, is better than just a random reach out, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, always. AK, You on, or he's probably working.
I'm sourcing. I'm not really. I wasn't.
I know you're the best. You need to connect with David too. Tom, what about you? Probably all referrals.
What do you want to know?
What's working for you on BD? I know you do a lot of
Referrals and targeted. I said this before, very targeted attempts. Like this one client that I got, I focused on getting in front of the president of the company, getting my elevator pitch, convincing him why to use us, and then got the search. So for anything that's new business, it's very targeted. I still get a lot of referrals, a lot of repeat business, but if for new business, it's very, very targeted. I haven't done any big MPC presentations or cold calls in a while, although I probably will because I got a couple MPCs that look good. One of them only wants remote, so I'll probably do one of those email MPC things. But in general, that's kind of how I'm getting business.
when you're doing NPCs, how are you doing them?
So if I have a real, like, and I know this is probably, I bet beating a dead horse is like, if I have a real NPC, right? Like the #1 sales guy for my direct competitor, right? Like that's my favorite NPC. When I have something that really resonates with a hiring manager or resonates with a person, like, can this guy save me money? Can this guy make me, or gal make me money? Right. So I like using that old example of the #1 sales rep from a direct competitor. You call every single sales manager and you say, hey, how would you like to interview the #1 sales rep from your direct competitor? What sales manager is going to say no? Right. They may say something like, and this is what they would do. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Is he in Atlanta? And I'm like, oh, no, he's in Boston. Oh, well, shoot, we already got a good guy in Boston. So now you're like, okay, what's going on in Atlanta? And you start talking about a job order there. Right. Or if they actually do have an opening in the place your candidate is, then you start talking about that. But at the end of the day, you know, when I did this, guy's name was Jeff Elliott. He was the #1 sales guy working for this metal roofing manufacturer. And I just called every single sales manager, director of sales, regional, whatever it was, from all the metal roofing manufacturers, the metal building companies, and allies like panels, curtain walls, anything like that, right? And then if they give me some pushback, I was like, he already calls on all the architects that you want him to call on. He has keys that you'll not be able to get a hold of, and he can walk right in the door and open that lock. Isn't that worth a conversation? So when I tell people all the time, when you're marketing an NPC, is it really an NPC? And can you create features and benefits about your candidate? Because everybody wants to sell features, right? Oh, he's got a structural engineering degree and he's been doing this for 5 years and he's got a 4.0 GPA and he graduated summa cum laude and was in the ROTC. A big fucking deal. All my staff's got that. What can this guy do to make me money or save me money? That's it.
That's all I care. Yeah.
It has to be. There has to be. We focus too much on features. I do it. I find myself doing it. We focus too much on features and enough on benefits.
Well, yeah, like Jason, you know this because a lot of supply chain tech people. You know,
so figure out what's the benefit of a supply chain tech person. What does a supply chain tech candidate, whatever you guys call it, how do they benefit a company? What do they do to make the company money or save the company money? And can you put that down in your pitch? Can you give a good hook and a good a reason for them to go, hell yeah, I want to talk to this guy?
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of these guys in the tech space, you can speak for this, Jay. You're not just selling, you know, the benefits. You're selling the value for their pain points because you're listening to what they need.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. You know what the pain points are? You sell the benefits of the candidate to the pain points that resonate with these employers.
Yeah.
Or pleasure points. You know, what do they like? What do they want? I know I'm not in your world of recruiting, but it's the person just is a get it done mentality. Is he just like everyone else, or how does he separate himself? Like he's going to go the extra mile. He's going to follow up. He's going to, you know, be personable. He's going to be there as a contact the whole way. Not anyone can write a little cheesy resume, but you know, when it really comes to the person, who are they?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, anyone can write a resume, and you know, Ernie talks about this. Like, on your resume, are there benefits to hiring you? right? Like you always put your features on your benefit or in your resume. What about the benefits? What have you done for your current company? You know, I don't know, implemented a, you know, MCP server that integrated API keys to track our clients and brought in, you know, $1 million in new sales we wouldn't have gotten otherwise. And now we're implementing that program at all of our branches or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's something that's like, they're going to go, holy shit, that's the guy I want.
Yeah, tied specifically revenue to what you did, not this team, right? But even in like AK knows this, some of our clients, like that's great. You were a president's club 4 years in a row. How do I know you're going to do that now? And like, what do you dig deep into the candidate now? Dig deep into that candidate to find out, are they driven? Are they a good fit for this company? Are they the right person for this role? You know, what did natural curiosity, coachable, intelligent, and easy to work.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like it's easy for most of us to look at the pain points of our clients and understand what benefit a candidate can bring to them. It's putting it on paper and making it sound good on your pitch, whether it's email or phone or whatever. That's the harder part, right? Like if you've been doing this for 5 years, you know the pain points of your niche, right? You know what your clients are looking for. You know what benefits they need. You know how to solve their pain. Can you find a candidate? Can you find an NPC that has all that?
Yeah.
And then you know, my dumb ass, how do I put that on paper so it sounds good?
ChatGPT.
Yeah. But, and to say that, right? Hey, I need to make a cold call pitch over the phone, right? I don't need any rebuttals. I don't need any of that bullshit. What I need for you is to take this benefit and this pain point and how it solves it and create a pitch that resonates, that a hiring manager will jump up and down and go, yes, I want to talk to that guy. How do I do that?
Yes. So Don, there you go. Until you do some NPCs, because we got a lot of them ready to go. How about you, John?
Hey, I'm kind of the same what Tom's talking about there, and you know, I've placed a few people, but with other recruiters, so kind of teaming up with other people and utilizing my huge database and connections out there, because for some reason I'm just not making any headway into new clients. You know, you're chatting about, you know, NPC. You know, I know a gal I used to work with. She heads up a sales team for a SaaS company, and oh yeah, you know, she even said that we're running into finding good people. Of course, I give her 2 really good people, and now, oh, we just hired a new talent acquisition manager. We got to get their approval. I'm like, what? You're a sales director. Well, don't you have any authority? So, you know, things like that just really fry me, and it's just like,
So
you
the
know, I
thing
don't know
would
how to
be
avoid that.
with that guy is like, okay, fine, you need approval to hire, but they don't hire anybody, right? You just say that, like, you do the hiring, Bob. You know, Sally is
Right.
not going to hire anybody for you. She may, you know, handle the ads you guys run and stuff like that. But in terms of recruiting, like a position that you're dying that you need, right? If he can't fill it, then what are you going to do? That's why I need to talk with you. So we can go through Sally and get approval, but I'm not working through Sally.
Right. Basically, yeah, and then she went, you know, cold on me now. So I trying to contact her and haven't heard back from her in a few weeks. So I'm like, oh, what's going on? You know, there's some other
And you
issues.
call him and you say, hey, you still need this filled. You know, what's going on? She's not returning my call. What do you want to do? Can you call her and tell her to get off her ass? Like, you know, squeaky, the what's it? The squeaky nut gets the oil or whatever the fuck that's called. So that's what I would do. I would pound on him with like, hey, do you still need to fill this position? Because she's not calling me back. And
Right.
obviously it's not important to her, but it seems important to you. What do you want to do?
But John, could it be this too? Could maybe you thought that candidate was an NPC, but did they think it was an NPC, or was that his way to push you off?
Well, she gave me a comment back that they look great, you know, and I even gave her one person outside that was over in Pennsylvania that was outside the territory she's looking. She looked in Chicago. So I said, here's somebody in case you're expanding that way. So who knows? I mean, maybe they found somebody else on their own. Maybe they're on a hiring freeze. There's a lot of questions, but it just, I wish you would just at least have a conversation and tell me what truthfully is going on, since we know each other. And that's what it just kind of, things go cold like that. I just gotta either go around her or what, I don't know, but I don't know how to unlock that door again, I guess, to get some more answers.
Go to the top where they have the pain points.
Yeah.
What type of role? Sales?
Pardon?
Is it a sales candidate?
Yeah. SaaS sales. Yep.
Oh,
In the
yeah.
medical space, so it's a selling like Epic software and that. They work with Epic. It's a platform selling with Epic.
Go straight to the top. The people that are going to have the pain points.
Exactly.
Who else did I miss? Everett? Alan?
Hey, good morning. Sorry,
I
I'm
know you
late.
had some pretty big deals lately, right?
Been getting pretty lucky. I had a new client meeting yesterday. We'll see if they go for it. I'm trying to take, so with some new, it's actually kind of a startup subcontractor, skilled trades. So, the power of bothering people regularly is, I met these guys. I know them from the associations, and 2 weeks ago when I went, one of the partners, hey, what's going on? Oh, I went up on my own. Oh, great. So did I. And the next day he calls and says, hey, I need this. When can you help us? And so we met yesterday, and they're like, money's a little tight. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't do it for free. And yeah, we can talk. And so we're going to see. And then
Alan, two things.
Yes.
One, do you have something to hit yourself with?
Why?
So don't ever fucking say bothering. We don't bother anybody. We add value. I
Oh,
don't
no,
bother
yeah,
anybody.
yeah.
Someone says I'm bothering them, I'm going to throw something at them. And then secondly, don't discount the small contractors. I got a client right now. It's going to pay me a $27,000 fee. They do $18 million a year in business. They started doing $4 million when they hired me. They're a contractor. They're a construction company. They're high margins. Subcontractors usually have very high margins. So a $10 million or a $5 million roofing contractor running 40% margins has $2 million fucking dollars to play with.
Tommy,
So,
I'm
yeah,
not.
Don't worry about that.
No, dude, I am not disrespecting that they're a start. I love startups. I love
Yeah.
And you and I need to put some time aside, because I'm having some. I picked up Jobin, and I think I picked up the wrong one. But we need to talk, because I need to look.
There's a Jobin and Loxo roundtable today at 4:30. I'll be talking about Jobin and Loxo.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
about to put it out. I'm about to put it out in the next, I jumped on here thinking I would be able to do two things at once, and I can't because Dominic won't leave me alone.
Okay. But and then I got
you say stupid stuff like that. So
no, look, I'm only saying the power bothering people here. It's not bothering people, because I realize, if I'm the only. Here's the funny thing. If you are if anybody here is in a weird niche, like Dom, I see a lot of the people here are in logistics. I mean, I don't know if I'm getting that wrong, but I see, or is it because they work for you?
Oh, it's a blend of everything.
Just it's a mixture of everyone.
Okay.
A couple of his guys come on that makes it think like there's a lot more logistics, but it's a blend of everything.
Oh, okay. So if you're in logistics or construction, or a non-centric, like it's not tech, it's not finance recruiting, and you're in these oddball, I'll just call them oddball, which they're not. Find the local association that gather. I mean, here's a great one, is in LA, when I was at the architecture firm, I went through Meetup. I'm like, oh, I wonder if there's anybody that actually gets together. And there was one group that got together, and they were a CAD, computer assisted design, CAD VDC group, bunch of geeks. Okay. I was never going to hire any of those people, but they had really good pizza. And I never went into the actual presentation because I was so busy talking to these guys before you got into the room, and they knew all the architects that I needed to hire.
Yep.
And I am shocked at how many people of our profession don't do that more. Look, I love and I want to keep learning about the AI and the list building, and I do it and all that other stuff. But on the long game, this helps our reputation locally. I mean,
Oh yeah.
not even, anyway,
Oh no, that's I'll tell everyone that is the most important. Ask AK. I'll go to any supply chain logistics event where they're getting together. I'm trying to get there every time.
yeah.
Nothing better than in person.
Yeah, and also for anybody, if anybody here does tech and is specifically places recruiters, we have one of our own in New York. He might be on your thing tomorrow, Tommy. I sent him the link. Brett Feig, if anybody knows him, solid guy.
Doesn't ring a bell.
That's okay. Solid guy, experienced tech recruiter in New York, he got messed up with the economy and the tech layoff. So heads up if anybody ever has anything or hears a whisper in New York or remote, they can live anywhere. Let me know. I'll pass it along or I'll pass you to him. Thanks.
Absolutely.
We might have something for him. Dawn could let me see. She was listening in more. Well,
I'm
we're 3 or 4 recruiters we need now.
Yeah, but they got to be in San Diego.
Well, except for that one, the evangelist.
The evangelist. Yep.
You need him in San Diego?
Yeah.
Yeah,
San
they're
Diego.
hybrid. Got to be in the office like 3 to 4 days a week. But the
Is that what it's-
evangelist but they've got to be strong on like podcast and just, there's some travel involved.
Okay.
Just like a personal brand, somebody that's really good at personal branding.
Yep.
Is that for you? You need to place this person at the client, or you need to hire this for yourselves?
We need it for a client.
A client.
Okay. Okay. Let me.
We just got it yesterday.
Yep.
What kind of role is that, Dom?
Recruiter.
A
We need a
recruiter.
couple recruiters.
Head of recruiting, then this evangelist role, and then like 2 or 3 like regular recruiters.
And then
Do you have any operation needs? Sorry, not appropriate. Have you any operation roles on the West Coast?
no, not right now.
Okay. There's his LinkedIn in the chat. You use my name with him. I helped him negotiate one of his jobs before. Solid guy, geeky at heart, can set up API, can connect up APIs to have automatic stuff happen, and has dealt with startups and has dealt good. I respect him.
Good stuff, Alan. Thank you.
Hey, is Herc still around? The Herc group?
HERC.
Anybody?
What happened to it?
Yeah. It doesn't pop up on my feed anymore. Did I get banned?
Herc? Let me see.
Yeah.
That's still there.
Herc jobs.
I guess he banned me.
Higher
I don't know
education
why.
recruitment.
Oh no, maybe
consortium?
not. Oh, there it is. Hold on. That's weird. Okay.
Why would he do that?
And I said I couldn't figure out. I like went to 3 different posts and they said not found. I couldn't get on it. That's weird. Remember, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I apologize.
That's what we do.
All good.
Does anybody need help that I can help with?
Oh, Tom and Alan, I don't know if you guys were on, and actually, here, look at that Shovels.ai. You might be able to use that for your industry.
I'll take a look. The one that I'm trying to see.
Which
if
one?
somebody's
Shovels.ai.
Shovels. Customers.
You like reacting?
I just started playing with it. I haven't even had time to really play with it, to be honest.
Okay.
But Rich is meeting with them
Oh,
right
Shovels isn't bad. This is legit.
Yeah, it is. I talked to the clay expert today, and he was like, "Yeah, this is what we use for like construction companies." And you can find companies that are getting permits, and You could probably find a way to use that to provide value to your clients, guaranteed.
Thank you.
Thanks. Your revenue. Nice.
Yeah.
The one I'm trying to get back to is Construct Connect.
They bothered. I made a mistake of calling them. They bothered the shit out of me.
I had my old company's login and password, but they changed it last month. So that's the one where they get. I don't know where they get their data from. It's weird. They know stuff where you got to have people calling.
This company's hiring Hit Contracting.
Yep.
Yep, they're big.
Yeah.
It is a
It's big data center, huge data center.
They're one of the top 5.
Yeah.
in California. They're mostly tenant improvement.
Whoa. Okay. Guys, we might have an opportunity to make a lot of money together then on some of these. If you have contractors that are building out data centers and you know who the client is and you can send that to me, we can make money on these logistics deals. Because these logistics companies are going to be warehousing it, moving that stuff. And they're targeting these, I didn't even think for them to target the contractors.
Well, it's targeting the subs. If you're talking about moving equipment around, the GCs are going to sub it out to the subcontractors to deliver it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they're also going to, because the GC is not going to take the risk.
Right. So how do you know if they're subcontractors or not?
There's always a lot of subcontractors on these deals.
Yeah, that's what Construct Connect does. Is it tells you, like, say the Amazon data center in Tucson, Arizona, and then it tells you the GC is, let's say, Hit, and then under that is the list of all the subcontractors that have been completely attached to that project.
This is huge for me. This is great.
Yeah, I'm going to a tech council down in Phoenix next week, so I'm trying to, I'll talk to those contractors if there's any there.
What was that tool or site you were referring to, Alan? Can you put it in the chat?
Construct Connect.
Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Is it a SaaS tool or what kind of tool is it?
It's a subscription based. Yeah, it's a SaaS. It's basically I can run a search for any project in a zip code in a region. I can filter it to product type, whether it's a hospital, multifamily, entertainment, retirement, etc., office building. And then once you get that, it'll tell you who the GC is, what's the status of the project. Is it pre-construction? Is it out for bid? Has it been awarded? Is it closed? Has it been dropped? Yada, yada, yada.
What does this cost, Alan?
What's the cost of that, Alan?
Guys, I really don't know. I haven't even looked. There you go. It's not that bad, but it's kind of like, and it also depends because, like, these starters in the professional, it's a matter of, are you just doing like my old company, all they had was California. Others get a region. Subcontractors, big subcontractors and big contractors pay a higher price, I think, for, let's see.
This is great.
Yeah. And if you want to find if you want to search for the subs, you just look at the blue book. I mean, that gives you who they are. It doesn't necessarily give you too much more.
Subcontractors.
It's just hyper personalized some of my reach out.
Hyper personalization is super important.
Project intelligence.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah. I have a friend who's a VP. He's got they use Salesforce, and they paid a Salesforce admin consultant to come in. And what they did is they grabbed an API, and what it does is it feeds into his Salesforce. It just populates it, and then he can look at it, decide if they need to keep it or not, if they need to move on it, if they're bidding on it, whatever.
1 million active projects.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh shit. Access.
Fill
Yeah,
it in,
this-
Alan.
What, Joe?
Fill it in for him.
All right.
I can't. That was the thing, is I can't. I had it, and then last month all of a sudden it was like, I got the screen you're seeing now, and it was like, damn it, Steve, you changed your password.
This is
Because actually this one is interesting, because if one person buys it, I never had a problem logging in no matter what. You know how LinkedIn and other places, if you log in from a different location or something, they get all pissy and moany. You can log in from anywhere with anybody's address and they don't care. You can usually get in.
so I'm writing this down because
Brooke, really?
What, Tommy?
Oh, nothing.
all right.
I told you the Dodgers were going to win, Tommy.
I'll have to drop off. Have a good day, Jen.
Absolutely.
Was there
Jason,
a baseball match or something?
No, I'm just joking. You have Dodger blue on your icon here.
Oh, I do. Oh, that's just the
Kind of.
colors of our logo.
Yeah. So no problem.
So Alan, I'm a big Dodgers fan, even though I live in Connecticut. And many years ago, I stayed for a company training for a full week at a place called Dodger Town in Vero Beach, Florida. And going
I
there as a
lived in
Dodger
Vero
fan,
Beach.
oh my God, it was the most incredible thing. And all the memorabilia, you're staying in the same rooms as Jackie Robinson and Gil Hodges and Don Drysdale and all that. And then one night we went over, the A team was playing a game on the complex there. And we walk over, and my guy I pitched with in high school, I look at the back of the uniform, like, I didn't know that he was on the Dodgers. So
That's awesome.
I go down there, tap him on the shoulder, and we got to say hi to a bunch of the players, and it was like a big thrill. Loved it.
No, I get it. I was
So
very lucky as a kid. I went to school with the children of the silent owner of the Dodgers before they sold, when O'Malley still owned it. And we also played Little League with them. And if you did, they were very kind. They were very kind. But you got on this thing called the list. And the list was, they had seats right behind home plate, ground level, and it was a special area. They also had the box, the owner's box, even before the remodel. And every now and then you would get called, and basically the question was, can you go to, do you want the tickets for tonight? And it was yes or no. And there was never disrespect. If it was no, it's like, no problem. They just keep going down the list. And we got to see a number of games. My brother was in a class and baseball with one of the kids. And when they put up Dodger Vision, he got to play video games with them on Dodger Vision. And I was so pissed because I couldn't go that day.
Jeez.
But yeah.
When I was in Vero, Tommy Lasorda used to come into the restaurant I worked in, as well as tons of Dodgers, very famous restaurant. And Lasorda is a fucking asshole. And the owner of the company actually wrote him a letter asking him never to come into the restaurant again.
Really?
He threw Lasorda.
Wow.
He wouldn't tip. He would hit women on the butt and would say rude comments. And the owner of the restaurant, which is actually, it's an oceanfront restaurant called the Ocean Grill. The owner of the restaurant, Charlie's dad, was Old Man Rapogle, wrote him a letter saying, you're not welcome in this restaurant anymore unless you're willing to tip and treat the waitresses with respect. And he never came back.
Wow.
That's unreal. That's great.
I thought it was fantastic because he didn't care about the money, right? Like he was all about, like, he took care of the employees as little as he did. It was important. Like you treat the staff with respect or don't come back. I thought that was impressive. Back then, you're going back, what, 1994? No, before I was there, I think.
Yeah. Were you a server?
I was a beverage manager, bartender. I ran the bar and ordered all the wine and everything. That's how I got my job, what I'm doing now. I was the beverage manager, whatever. And I also bartended 4 nights a week. And my old boss used to come in, and I would get this all the time. Hey, you're great. You should come work for me. Jewelers, stockbrokers, insurance agents, whatever. And when Dave and Diana came in and said that they owned a search firm and that they wanted me to come work for, it resonated more than any other job with me. it hit so hard, and that it was the only job I really pursued. I mean, I did like send my resume to one guy, and I was thinking about going to work for the jeweler because his kids didn't want to go work there, and he told me he'd sell it, right? But it wasn't me. But when they said they were headhunters, man, that really just, I don't know what it was. It just, I want to do that job.
I wonder what made you think, like, how would you even know what that is at that time?
So you're going to find this really strange. I don't tell this story often. I worked for CVS in the Columbia Mall in Maryland in 1986 and 87. I graduated high school in 87. And in 1986, there was a assistant manager whose husband was a headhunter. That's what he did. He was a headhunter. And I remember her telling me that her husband was a headhunter. At the same time, my friend Wayne, his father had got